Hey everyone, I wanted to come in and as you know, intuition and psychic or spiritual development is all around being able to learn how to tune into energy. So today I wanted to come in and let's just have some fun playing with it. A lot of the times when we think of developing our intuition or our psychic or spiritual gifts, we get ourselves in a bit of a tiz because we start worrying about needing to be perfect and am I doing it right? And we get stuck in our own head. So today I wanted to come in and show you, one real fun way to be able to just play with energy, learn to tune into it, learn to differentiate and feel what it feels like for you. Notice if there's any color, and just generally have some fun and take that expectation out. So this exercise I wanted to show you is something it's really simple, because I'm all about simplicity is the best. If things are too hard, we're not going to do them. So this one was something that I learned many, many years ago. It's also something when you learn about Reiki is something that you will also learn as well. So I'm going to jump in and show you how to be able to just have some fun with it and what you can do with it once you are having some fun with it. So we have chakra points in our hands. They activate energy. They feel energy. And this is when we do Reiki, we feel the energy of a person. And as you move along their body, you can feel into the different variations of energy within someone's physical body. So we can use that same principle to be able to practice playing with the energy. So all you need to be able to do is put your hands together, rub them really, really firmly and press them together, and you'll feel that your hands are heating up. And as they do, after a couple of seconds, then just move your hands out a little bit. Yes, you'll feel a tingling in your hands, but what you'll start to notice is that you can actually feel the energy inside of your own hands. And you just start to feel it until such times as you notice that awareness around that energy starts to drop away, and then just bring it in closer so that you can feel that. And feel that energy between your two hands surging between it, and start to tune into what does that energy feel like for you. Does it feel joyous? Does it feel fun? Does it feel high vibrational? Does it feel low vibing? Is there a color attached to it? And this is where, as we practice with it, hey Fiona, how are you, beautiful? We start to be able to have more fun with our energy, because if we can learn to understand what your energy feels like for you, this is where you can bring in that innovative and really creative ideas of how you can use this for yourself. So once you have I'll get it, my head is a bit, hello lovely, I have to watch the replay. I have to take my daughter to the doctors in a minute. No worries, Fiona. We're just going in and just showing just an exercise on how to have fun playing with energy. So once you've learned to play with it, check out the color. You'll notice that every time you do it, you may feel something different. You may see a different color, and it may not be that you see it like right in your hands. You may see the color show up in your mind's eye. You may feel the energy between your hands, but also you may feel that it shows up in a different part of your body as well. You may hear some form of noise, and I don't mean noise, but like when we hear sound, each person hears sound so very differently. So there is no right or wrong with this, and this is where I want you to all have a lot of fun doing this. As you start to move the energy out, just tune into it. Just bring all of your focus into the energy between your hands. And then as you focus, then allow your mind to become really relaxed. Because we sit there and we focus so much, and then we're like, I'm not seeing anything, I'm not feeling anything. And that tunes out to the intuition, because intuition needs that open mind. And so therefore, as we're tuning into the energy, we want to be focused, but we want our mind to be really relaxed at the same time too, so that you can really start to feel what's the vibration, what's the frequency, and tune into that energy in between your hands. Even if you just get to feel where that end point is, where it stops feeling, where you stop feeling the energy and bring it back in, that in itself is just so much fun. Now, what you can do to take it to the next level, and one of the reasons I'm all for, learn one thing and be able to apply it multiple ways. So what happens is, as we move through an up-leveling process, some of you may hear it as downloading, or spiritual growth or ascension process. We can have moments where our chakras start tuning in. So you may feel a soreness in your throat. You may feel pressure in between your eyes, on top of your head, in your stomach, or wherever your chakras are sitting. Sometimes those can become even more finely tuned up. And so therefore we can feel these different pressures in our places in our physical body, which connect in with our chakras. So what you can do is, once you have got that energy in your hand, or you feel that there's aches or pains in somewhere of your body, or you've got a crazy busy mind, you can sit there, get that energy so that you can feel it right in between your hands. And then you can just place, because the energy is between your hands. It's not between the distance. It's actually coming through your hands. It's your focused intention. It's your connection to your energy vibration that is between your hands. So therefore you can turn your hands around, cover them over your eyes, put them around your throat, on top of your head, where even if you've got aches and pains, put them there, and then again bring that focus but flexible, open awareness in your mind to just tune that energy, to distribute it and put it wherever it is that you want. That's exactly what Reiki is about, being able to feel the energy in our hands and then being able to move our hands wherever we want to be able to have that energy filter through. So this is where it starts to become, you can do it on pets, you can do it on kids, you can do it on yourself, but it's just about having that really creative part within your own self to just, it's your limitless in how you can use this for your own self. But it's really important. I like to, if I'm having days where I feel a little bit scattered, sometimes I'll just do that exercise as a way to take my mind out of the head funk and bring it into something really constructive, where I have to really tune in and channel my thought processes into something that is much more constructive, rather than just going around and round and round inside of my own head. So as I bring my focus into just feeling that energy, I'm getting out of my head and I'm bringing myself down into the feeling component, which is a very, very big thing this week. It's about learning to feel into our thoughts, feel into our emotions, feel into the energy that is around. Hey, Jean-Marie, how are you, love? And this is where we can build that stronger connection with our intuition by learning to practice feeling energy in itself. Because every single time you do this, you may feel something so very different. And that's where you start to decipher, what does this energy feel like? What does it bring up for you? What can you do with it? And most of all, you get to have some fun playing with energy. As I said, learning about your intuition or your psychic, spiritual development and personal development, because intuition and all of that is very much a personal development as well, is around being able to explore what does it mean for you. It's not a one-size-fits-all kind of criteria. So this is a way in which you start to learn to channel and connect in and tap into that intuitive part of yourself and start developing these skills whilst having a lot of fun. So this was something I had a lot of fun with over the years. It's something that I still do to this day. And as I said, you are only limited by what you think on how you can play with learning to feel the energy in your hands. And the one thing that I always find, and I would love to hear your feedback, is that when you have practices, I would love to be able to hear what is the difference in your mindset For me, I find as I've done this, as I tune in and practice and play with the energy, I also find that there is a beautiful shift that occurs within my mindset. So what I mean by that is if I'm having a day where I'm a little bit scattered, the moment that I've done this energy fun exercise, I also find that my mind becomes really crystal clear. I find that the fun and the enthusiasm that I bring to just doing this exercise also brings that fun and enthusiasm back into my mindset. So I'd love to hear how each one of you, what came up for you when you practiced this, and if there was a shift in your mindset after doing this. So remember, intuition and psychic development, spiritual development, and personal development can be as much fun as you want it to be. So just drop some of those expectations, bring in that childlike manner, and remember to have some fun. So I hope this helps. I'd love to hear what experiences came up for each one of you. Take care. Much love as always, and I will see you again soon.